since we are in the end of the December, I decided maybe I can share some of my goals for 2024 with you guys. So for this year, I think I would love to spend some time for English. I don't remember the last time I studied English. It was a long time ago, and then I just stopped learning that because it wasn't helpful. I didn't need that. I don't think if I would I feel like there is a really blank space in my English knowledge, but I think it would be better if I improve my knowledge, improve my vocabulary. So that's why I decided maybe I can spend some time. I don't want to focus on that exactly. But if I found some free time, I would love to study B2 or C1. So the next language I want to talk about is Italian. Italian is literally my favorite language. So if you don't know, I finished B2 course on Buju 5 months ago. I need still some, how can I say, some study to make it to a B2 level. The last year I had a lot of things to study because I was pretty new to this language, but now that I used to it, I'm more comfortable with. And also, yeah, for this year I want to study for B2 level and maybe C1, but mostly B2. And I want to more focus on my speaking skills. It needs I can say maybe a lot of words, but the main that I will focus on it for Italian is speaking, maybe reading as well. Because I think my listening is kinda good enough, but of course I would focus on other skills as well. So the next language would be Spanish. Spanish is my third language. I started learning Spanish literally last year. So because I already know Italian, Spanish is not that kind of hard language or new language for me. Most of the grammar is really easy to understand. I don't have difficulty to understand it, but I also don't use Spanish in my life. I don't have anyone to talk in Spanish with, so it's a bit challenge. I can understand Spanish, I can read something, and I can say fluently, but I can kind of understand what's going on. Or I can, when I'm reading something in Spanish, I can understand. Okay, the general meaning is that, and I can understand exactly what's going on. But if I want to speak, oh my god, I can't speak. It's literally the worst thing. I can't speak. So in 2023, I finished A1 and A2. So I guess in 2024, if I find someone to speak Spanish with, or actually use the Spanish in a daily basis, I would study B1 and Russian. The fourth language would be Russian. I started learning Russian in February 2023, but in summer, I couldn't study for 2-3 months, so I didn't actually focus that much on Russian this year. But now that I'm kind of how can I say, I'm not that busy as I was in 2023 with other languages, so I might find more time to focus on Russian, and I think I will focus on Russian for one of the main languages that I want to study. I would love to improve my speaking and writing actually, and my listening is kinda, I'm not saying it's perfect, but since I've heard a lot of Russian, my listening is kind of better than my other skills. It's not perfect, I don't understand everything, but it's better than nothing, if that makes sense. So yeah, for 2024, I want to like study A2 and B1. Learn new words. I need to learn new words actually, and work on my speaking and writing. Especially like, I think writing is one of the underrated skills for me at least. And yeah, I think if I work on that, that would be really good. Also, the next language would be Turkish. Since you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I don't know, I live in Turkey now, so the main language is Turkish. I need to learn Turkish. This year I finished A1 and A2, and for 2024 I want to like study B1 and B2. Well, of course I would keep working on my speaking. I don't have any friend to speak Turkish with, so of course I can speak Turkish on a daily basis, like a really like basic things, like a daily things. But since I don't speak now my Turkish, of course, it's so much better than where I was last year. Like the last year, even if I was studying A1, my Turkish was really sucked. Like I couldn't, I don't know, say anything in Turkish. Of course, one of the benefits of living here is that my Turkish is actually getting better. I can understand people mostly, not always. But, so after Turkish, I want to like talk about the languages that I want to start. Or like I started, but I didn't have time to continue. So actually, like I was learning French since like I don't know. I always wanted to learn French, but I never started learning it. Like literally, it wasn't something that I can like say I woke up because I wanted to study French. I was really happy to do that. So I don't know if I would be like really excited to study French this year or not. If I decide that I do not want to do this, I have 4 other options that I want to learn, and I love them, really love them. So the first one is Chinese. Okay, like too hard, but like 5 months ago, I started learning Chinese, but I didn't continue because I had like other languages, of course, as well. And yeah, but I think Chinese is really beautiful. Even if it's really hard, I actually like it. The time that I was learning some characters, it was so cute. And I don't know, I just like it. So yeah, it's one of my options. The next option is Dutch, and not Dutch like German. I mean Dutch, the language I speak in the Netherlands. So I am obsessed with this language. I tried to like start learning it several times. I started learning some basics, but I never actually, started doing that seriously because I was really busy, as I said. But it's one of the languages that I actually really love to study this year. And the third language that I also really, really love to learn is Brazilian Portuguese. So I never talked about that, but in November or like October. Hola, este é 4 dias de estudo de português. Consigo entender algumas palavras. Obrigado, italiano e espanhol, porque eu falo espanhol e italiano. Agora eu estou aprendendo português brasileiro. Meu sotaque é muito ruim. Esse aí 50 palavras até agora. A pronúncia é muito diferente. Eu não posso falar bem português. Sim. Seriously, like I was learning a lot and I really love it. I really love it. It's just so beautiful. I don't have any special like goal for that. Like I'm not going to Brazil. I'm not going to like do something in this language, but I just love it. It's so pretty and it sounds so beautiful. Okay, this language that I want to say is really different, and that's Swedish. So I was like thinking that if I want to learn a Germanic language, I would probably like learn Dutch. But if I don't want to learn Dutch, I want to study Swedish. And the reason that I want to choose it is because it's pretty different other languages that I studied. So you know that would be really different, because yes, it would be really good if you study a language that's similar to the language that you have already know, or like you have already studied, but sometimes it's, you know, it's not exciting anymore. You won't get so much excited learning the language because you think, okay, I know this word, I know this word, and I know all of them. So why would I do that? Why would I even try to learn it when I can like literally understand it? It would be a really new experience, and I would like to like experience doing that. I like now for like a month I've been using Duolingo for learning Swedish, just not for like seriously, just for fun, just to see some basics and all of those things. I haven't actually decided that I want to study Swedish or what, but yeah, I've been doing that and I like it. And as I said, it's so different. So yeah, Swedish would be the fourth option that I would love to study one of them for 2024. So yeah, that was kind of pretty much all of the things that I wanted to mention. I don't know if I will be able to do all of those things or none of those things or any of those things, or maybe like my goals would be changed in the future in 2024. It's just like a general map of the things that I wanted to do in 2024. And yeah, I hope you would be interested. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comments. I would love to answer them. And if you want, you can also talk about your language, the languages that you want to study in 24, or whatever you want. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos. If you would like this video, that would be really helpful for me. And well, it will be probably the last video in 2023, so I wanted to say Happy New Year in advance, and I hope you will experience a really good year, and I wish you the best things. So until the next video, bye.